Black holes are a truly fascinating thing, and this video is going to tell you some interesting things about them. The first black hole was discovered in 1971. This happened when a rocket detected a source of X-ray in space. This ended up coming from a black hole which is being orbited by a blue star called HDE 226868. Yeah, it's a pretty weird name. This black hole was then given the name Cygnus X1 because it was the first source of X-rays which came from Cygnus, which is a constellation. Now this is cool and all, but what role does a black hole even play in the universe? Well, black holes keep galaxies stable, define their shapes, and recycle bits of debris in space. They also create stars, since things sometimes fly away from a black hole while getting sucked in, and they're spread through the galaxy, which creates stars. Gravity is the thing that causes the motion of galaxies since it holds them together. This allows galaxies to rotate around their center of mass. This is important because there's almost always a black hole in the center of a galaxy. This means that most galaxies rotate around a black hole. Black holes are also incredibly dense, so they can pretty much suck up and contain anything in the universe and keep it from escaping. When an object enters a black hole, it is then crushed and compressed into little atoms, which then go to the singularity. This is where they're kept forever, and as the amount of things in the singularity increase, the event horizon also increases. The event horizon is a threshold which if you cross, you can't return. Pretty scary. Now there isn't just one type of black hole, there are actually four. These four being stellar, intermediate, supermassive, and miniature. Now after doing all this research, I still had a few more questions, such as, will a black hole ever run out of space to contain things? Well, no. Every time a black hole swallows something, it gets bigger, so it'll never run out of space. What would be the effects of two black holes colliding with each other? Well, the two black holes would merge and become a bigger one, but the effects it would have would be very powerful. Two black holes merging would create tons of energy and create massive gravitational waves. How long does a black hole last? A black hole lasts an incredibly long time, clocking in at around 10 to the power of 67 years. What are the biggest and smallest black holes? Well, the biggest black hole ever discovered is Phoenix A, which is so big that it's even larger than some galaxies. The smallest black hole ever discovered is the Unicorn, which is kind of a weird name, but it isn't nearly as big as the other black holes, clocking in at only around 3 times the size of the Sun. So what did we learn today? Well, we learned that in 1971, a rocket detected sources of X-ray in space, which ended up leading to the discovery of black holes. Black holes keep galaxies stable, define their shape, and create stars. Gravity is what holds galaxies together and lets them rotate around their center. Most galaxies have a black hole in the center which they rotate around, and black holes are incredibly dense, which allows them to contain and compress anything. Black holes are some of the most fascinating things in the universe, and I enjoyed researching them for the past few days. Now, black holes are a very big topic, and I can't include all of it in this video, so here are all the sources from which I got this information. Anyways, that's all I have to say, and I hope you learned something from this presentation.